But now, I was so inspired by Caesar last night. I am not a magician, but I thought, I'm going to try my hand at this. So I want everyone to stand up. I'm going to try and see if I can read all of your minds. So, and I've never done this, so I literally, unlike Caesar, I have no idea if this is going to work or not. So what I want everyone to do is I want you to select one card, any card up there, of the 6, and repeat it to yourself a couple of times, and make sure you get the color and the, whether it's a heart, diamond, club, spade, right. So say it to yourself 3 times. What I'm going to now try and do is I'm going to try to select the card each and every one of you is thinking of. And if I take it away, I want all of you to sit down. So I'm just going to take away one card, but if I get it, I ask you to sit down. Did I get your card? So now some of you who are standing, what was your card, ma'am? It was the what?
Queen of Spades.
The Queen of Spades. Okay, so if I go back, the Queen of Spades will be there. No, it's not. So you should have been sitting down. And I'm here to tell you all the rest of you should have been sitting down as well. Now, I am not going to, I'm not going to tell you what just happened there, but I want to relate magic to what I do as a futurist. And there's this great quote from Arthur Clarke, and he said, any sufficiently advanced technology is almost indistinguishable from magic. So I don't want to do any more magic on you. I just want to talk to you about the future. This, to me, this product just came out last week. It is a device, and by thought alone, he is connecting to the internet. He's augmenting his intelligence. I mean, he wants the answer to something. He just thinks it, and the internet then gives him the answer. This isn't science fiction. This is science fact. That kind of is like magic. Let me give you another example. A building-related example. This company, just 3 months ago, received $1 billion in venture capital funding, and watch how fast they are building buildings. Buildings that used to take 12 months are being built in 17 days. Why? Because they're harvesting advances in artificial intelligence, 3D printing, robotic technology, data analytics to do things fundamentally different. That's not magic, that's technology. Let me give you another example. In February, this truck drove by itself from Long Beach, California, all the way to Jacksonville, Florida. The very day that this video came out, I happened to be in Nashville speaking to the trucking industry, which then that got me to thinking about the country song of the future. And in the country song of the future, not only is the guy's wife and dog going to leave him, even his truck is going to leave him. But self-driven cars, they're not magic, they're real. Let me give you another example. This is from February as well. This is what they're doing over in China. I'm 53, and like if any of you are my age, you grew up watching the Jetsons, and you would have thought by this time, it's like, where the hell are my flying cars? Well, the flying cars are, in fact, arriving. But I'm here to tell you, you know what Uber has said? They said by 2020, in Dallas and in Houston, they hope to have an Uber Air service. Our world is changing right before our very eyes. And let me give you a couple other examples of magic. Some of you might have seen this new store open in Seattle this year. This January. You can now walk into the store, and here's what you can do.
No lines, no checkouts, no registers. Welcome to Amazon Go.
You can just walk in the store, grab whatever you want, walk out, and your bank account is immediately deducted via your smartphone. Now, this is not just going to transform the retail experience, this is going to transform the experience of the people who are living in your properties. If they can get things that easily in their grocery store, suddenly their expectations for Camden properties are literally going to go through the roof. It's not magic, it's here. Let me show you one other example. I just added this. Here's what they're doing over in Dubai. And Christy, you talked about movable walls. Let me show you about movable buildings.
Then imagine watching the sun rise and set from the same living room window. Program your home to rotate with the sun throughout the day or stay in the shade. Your view will always be yours to customize.
So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to show you.
That's the vision of David Fisher, who's planning the world's first rotating skyscraper in Dubai.
The Dubai Tower is the first building designed in 4 dimensions. In other words, the first building that continued to change its shape and never looked the same.
None of this is magic. It's all technology, and it's either already here or it soon will be. We need to be aware of how fast the world is changing. There's so many examples. Here's what they're doing out in California. Here's another magical technology. This is a 3D printer.
The walls of this house were printed entirely on site. This is the world's first actually printed house.
3D printed houses already a reality. All of that stuff. Again, it's not magic, it is here. But now the next thing I do in this presentation, I want to help you think a little bit like a futurist.